is there supporting bursary to make sure that that child finishes that.
But we have situations, Mr. President, where universities like Mount Kenya University will have more students in the School of Medicine than the University of Nairobi. What's your take on help supporting students in private universities more than those in public universities?
That's the conversation we're going to have.
Ultimately, Mr. President.
That's the conversation we are going to have, because we need to interrogate, how feasible is it for government to support so many students with little money instead of supporting the number of students that they can with adequate resources to make sure that they get the correct training. So that's the conversation we're going to have. And we're going to have it with public universities, and we are going to have that conversation even with the private universities. And possibly we could, where we are not able to finance, we have to be honest with ourselves. Let me give you a practical situation, Michelle. We have students in academies. They pay 100,000, 200,000 a term, right? All through, from standard 1 to form 4. But when they go to university, we want to tell them we can pay for all of them. Why? If a parent is able to pay for their child in primary and in secondary, why don't we allow them to pay for their child in university? So that we support the children of the people who cannot afford. Why, for example, would my daughter or son of William Ruto be given bursary in the university when William Ruto can afford? Or for that matter, Ken Michungu here, or James Matt. I'm sure that you guys can. So we really have to be honest.
Mr. President,
you really have to allow for me to ask this question.
We really have to be honest with that, and I'm sorry if I say.
No, that's an interesting conversation.
We really have to be honest with ourselves.
Right.
That let those who can afford pay.
Okay.
We're positive.
Let those who cannot afford, let us think of how do we support them, rather than pretending that we are able to support all the children, even when we are not in a position to.
Mr. President, can Michungu allow me to come first?
Okay. Are you telling me Michungu wewe huwezi kulipia mtoto wako kwa university? Well, so hii mtoto wako wako kwa nini kwa academy alafu unasema nini?
All right. Okay, Mr. President, we are positive on getting it right.
Yes.
Ultimately, it's about making sure that we have students that are well-baked for the job market.
Absolutely.
For, the world out there. We have lots of skills today.